Imagine standing at the edge of the world, where the earth meets the sky, and secrets are whispered through the wind. This is where our story begins. A place where legends are carved in stone, and the past lingers in the fog. In 1998, a man named Paul Pritchard stood beneath the totem pole, a towering sea stack off the coast of Tasmania. He came to conquer it. Instead, it nearly killed him. 18 years later, he came back, not for glory, but for something far deeper. He chased meaning through vertical walls and silent peaks. As a child, he found comfort in nature. As a man, he found purpose in fear. He once said, "I climb because the mountain doesn't lie to you." Out there, between the wind and the stone, there is only truth, and pain, and peace. To climb one of the world's most iconic sea stacks, the totem pole. It rises 213 feet straight out of the ocean. Unforgiving, legendary, but halfway up, disaster struck. A loose rock, dislodged by the wind, came crashing down. It struck Paul on the head. He collapsed into his harness, blood streaming down his face. His partner, Simon, was forced to lower him. Injured, unconscious, and bleeding through brutal terrain just to keep him alive. From scaling icy cliffs,
he now had to learn how to hold his spoon again. Months in hospital turned into years of rehab, 3 years of tears, frustration, and silence. But something inside Paul refused to give up. Every shaky step was a rebellion against fate. Every word relearned was a declaration, "I'm still here."
Forgetting pain. It was about facing it and transforming it. In 2016, 18 years after the accident, Paul returned to the totem pole. He wasn't the same man. One arm still weak, balance still fragile, but his spirit had grown even stronger. It wasn't about conquering nature. It was about reclaiming himself. With one functioning arm, Paul began the ascent. He didn't race. He didn't fight the wind. He moved with grace, with purpose. Each pull, each pause was part of his rebirth. Paul reached the top. He placed one hand on the cold stone, the same surface that once almost ended him. He looked out at the endless ocean and smiled. He didn't climb for victory. He climbed for closure. He said, "I wasn't climbing for glory. I was climbing to understand who I'd become." It's about the courage to rewrite your identity when life takes everything from you. It's about facing the thing that broke you and choosing to meet it with open eyes and an open heart. Paul now shares his story with the world, not as a hero, but as a human. A living lesson in resilience. He shows us that purpose doesn't come from what we do, but from how we rise when we fall. He no longer climbs mountains. Now he climbs spirits. Every word he speaks lifts others. Every step he takes reminds us we are more than what happens to us. Go back to face the very thing that shattered you? Paul did. And in doing so, he discovered not who he was, but who he had become. If you were in his shoes, would you climb again? Your mountain, your fall. And maybe your climb back. Like, share, subscribe for more real-life stories that inspire and remind us all it's never too late. and touch the top one more time.